chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah, 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 chaka, hookah.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hey everybody, welcome to our first podcast. This is our first one. This is with me, Avaz, and
Nihai.
we're coming to you live, recorded, but live
Live and direct.
from our new studio. And this podcast is going to be called Heroes at Large, presented to you by Wonder Comics. Heroes at Large. Now, my wife is the one that kind of made up this, that came up with the title for this podcast, and I freaking love it. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Nick?
It sounds really good.
Yeah, I love this title. For those of you who are older like I am, there was a movie that came out. It was a TV movie that came out about in the 80s with John Ritter. John Ritter played this actor that he was supposed to... there was a superhero movie that was coming out. I can't even remember the name of the hero. I think maybe the hero's name was the Avenger or something like that. But it had a big A on his chest. And John Ritter was this actor that was trying to go get a role as playing the superhero, or he was going to go out and do like signings and stuff like that, grand openings or whatever, because this big movie was coming out. And so anyways, at the beginning of the movie, he leaves like an audition or whatever, gets off the bus. He's still wearing the whole suit, but he's got like a trench coat wrapped over it, goes into a liquor store, and that liquor store gets robbed. And of course, he's standing in the back of the liquor store. He's got on the superhero suit.
Yeah, like what do I do now?
Yeah, and he sees that the liquor store is getting robbed, so he actually decides to go ahead and pretend to be
a hero.
the hero.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the best movies I ever saw. I think I was only like 8 years old when the thing came out.
Oh, he was young too, right?
Yeah. He was just barely reaching status. Yeah. I think he had only been on Three's Company maybe a couple years. And it was a great movie because, it teaches you kind of about, heroism, and what it's like to be a hero, whether you got superhero powers or not. Yes. Yeah, so that's what the title of our podcast is, Heroes at Large. And today you're joining us for our first episode.
Yes.
Nihai, what were we talking about today? What were we talking about earlier?
We're talking about new movies that are coming out this year.
Right.
And Black Lightning show.
Black Lightning just appeared on CW. What was that, like a couple days ago?
Some Tuesday, right?
Tuesday. First episode just came out, and I saw the show. I was excited for it. Black Lightning was one of those underrated superheroes.
He's a B character.
Yeah, a B character. And even in the cartoon, man, I like to watch him in the cartoon when he was on Super Friends.
Yeah, when he had the little shorts on. And,
right. But it was one of those ridiculous characters and everything.
He grew a little bit different.
Yeah, I got
cooler. He had the fro, and then he went bald.
Yeah, the lightning bolts sticking out that were worse than Flash. Yeah.
Well, it was kind of like Flash costume in the beginning.
Right.
But it was just a different color, like yellow and like blue.
Yeah, and I think he even held lightning bolts.
Yeah, he did. He ran with the lightning bolts. Yeah.
But I was really excited for this show. It came out, and it was, to me, it didn't disappoint.
It was good. It was for being even like a known character, because people really don't know him.
Right.
Like if you really, like you see him in like these cartoons, like a little small cameo, and that's it. But if you didn't know about comics, or you don't read comics, you won't even know who it is.
No. Yeah.
And like I was telling you, when I first seen the way they did him, like the costume, I was like, okay, it's not who I remember.
Right.
But if people, spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers, everybody.
So there's a scene when they have a flashback, and they're looking at a video camera, and there's a liquor store getting robbed.
Right.
And they show him, but when he's younger, and it's the
classic
he's got the
look.
classic.
Yeah, he's got the classic suit on.
So.
Just to kind of give you guys a premise of the TV show. So like most of you probably already know about the other television shows that CW is doing superhero wise. They've got the
Supergirl.
Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow. They've got Flash. They've got Green Arrow. Gotham is on another channel. But this one is different because this one is more focused on like the black minority group. Yes. It's more focused on neighborhoods. To me,
it's even a little bit racial. Like you see that.
Yeah, it's actually a lot racial.
Yeah, it's a strong show.
Yeah.
It's a strong show.
And it's actually kind of funny because considering the way things are going on right now,
Yeah,
this is a good show for it to come out, because it's supposed to be based on another alternate universe because he's not going to associate with any of the heroes that we know right now.
And it's a different culture that we haven't seen.
Yeah, everything that's going on in this world is not like it is today, but it's something that I guess possibly could have happened.
And it brings you stuff that's still like, they talk about gangs, they talk about I think the things they talk about is what really is going on right now.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh wow, you think about it and it's true, like races and all that right now. It's there.
It unfortunately never goes away.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But in the show, Black Lightning was a superhero. He fought, against the bad guys for a while.
He was a superhero of the neighborhood.
Yeah, but his wife was the one that asked him to stop because
to retire.
Unfortunately, he's not bulletproof.
He's not.
So he does get hurt. And his wife, he had 2 daughters, and they were very young at the time. I think maybe 3 and 5 or something like that. And so one night he came home and just bleeding everywhere, and his wife says, "No more. Yeah, I want you doing this anymore."
Yeah, she don't want to be without him with raising 2 daughters.
Right. So 9 years. We jump to 9 years later. The daughters are grown. They're young women, I guess you would say.
Remember, he ended up going to prison too, right?
I don't remember.
Because he said something about he changed his life and he became even to help. Something happened that he ended up.
Maybe. I mean, a lot of the backstory is kind of.
Yeah, they're still just giving you little hints.
Yeah. But anyways, since the time that it's been gone and Black Lightning has been missing, there's a strong gang.
Yeah.
They're
taking over.
So there's a gang called the 100.
Yeah.
And supposedly they've taken over the city.
The neighborhood.
Yeah, the neighborhood, everything. They run everything.
Yeah, they run the street.
I think it even looked like maybe the cops.
They're getting paid.
Yeah.
The cops are crooked cops.
Yeah. So I mean, it goes deep. It's like the gangs have already taken over the entire neighborhood and everything, and now
like there's nobody to help them. Even the cop that you can trust, you can't even trust them.
So in this episode, it almost opens up like now the world needs Black Lightning, or at least this
we need
neighborhood.
A superhero.
Yeah. So it's good. His family becomes wrapped up in the gang stuff too, and they get put in jeopardy.
Remember, because he's like a strict father.
Yeah.
And in strict family.
Well, not only that, but he's also the principal.
Yeah, principal.
Yeah, he's also the principal. Was at high school?
High
I think,
school,
right?
yeah.
So it
has everything. It has everything.
Yeah.
Especially teenagers are gonna love this because they're gonna feel them that they're there. Like everything is so made good. Like the storyline is so great on this show.
I really do hope the show does really well because this is completely different than anything else that the CW has done. I mean, when you got the Flash. But the Flash is out there, and he's your typical superhero. He's got a lot of powers. He's running around really fast and doing all these really cool things. But that's a hero that you could never really be.
This show is more real.
Yeah, this one's more
like
that could be somebody that you know.
Yeah, this could happen to us.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this show that I was even telling you, Nihai, was I feel like it's even got like a Luke Cage kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only difference is in this one with Black Lightning, he actually does put on a suit, does become a superhero, and Luke Cage didn't want to be a hero.
He already knows he was a hero. He had to stop for a reason.
Yeah.
So
this one seems more personal. This seems a lot more family oriented.
Yes.
It's a good show. It's a really good show, and I'm excited to see the next episode. But so that's it about Black Lightning. That was probably the newest thing that came out this week.
CW's new show.
All the other ones are coming back. The Flash, new episode of Flash just came out. I think Arrow just came out.
Everybody's coming back.
Supergirl, all that kind of stuff. But let's talk a little bit about what's coming up for the year of 2018.
Ooh.
Now, we were saying Marvel is pretty much taking over this entire year. They got, what was it, 6 movies?
Yeah, six movies, 6 or 7. Because the Spider-Man is that.
Because they got that Spider-Man animated movie coming out.
So that's.
Did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah, it looks good.
That trailer looks good.
Yeah, it is.
Man, Marvel really hasn't done a good animated movie. DC's nailed it for the longest time.
Marvel has it on lockdown. They already know what they're doing. There's no question they already know what they're doing.
Well, I think what it is too is because remember, Spider-Man is still Sony's property.
Yeah.
And Sony does pretty well with those animated movie cartoons that they do right now.
Oh, isn't it Sony or is it Disney that's doing the Spider-Man?
I think it's Sony, or it might just be a partnership too. Right? You know, I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Sony. It's Sony's animation crew that's making this movie, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
From that trailer, I think they're going deep. They're going to show all the different types of Spider-Man that are out there. I mean, you see Miles Morales in there, so I mean that's a great movie that's going to be coming out. That one comes out. When does that one come out? December 14th. That's a while. Yeah, so which is kind of good because we might be seeing a lot more stuff before that movie actually hits theaters.
But that was a little bit too soon for a trailer. Then
it was really hot.
Yeah, they probably just show us whatever they have right now.
Yeah, who knows? I mean,
maybe they'll push it back later on, and
who knows? I mean, almost anything can happen. It's still like a year away, so all kinds of stuff could happen before it comes out. But we're in January. Next month is February.
Black Panther, man.
Black Panther is it's gonna change. Yeah. It's gonna change everything for movies.
It's just
like what Guardians of the Galaxy did for Marvel.
It's gonna have a mark.
Yeah, Black Panther's gonna do the same thing. Yes. Watch, I guarantee it. It's so funny because of the way they've done everything, putting it out in February. You got Black History Month. It's
my birthday.
All these great African American actors. They're going to be in this movie.
The directors. Yeah, a good director too. So it seems
like it's just going to be a win.
It's an all-stars. It's a winner. It's a winner. It's going to be a good movie.
And that's going to kick off. That's going to be the first one to kick off the whole year, right?
Yeah, the first Marvel movie out.
Yeah, after that one, then you will see Infinity War.
That's May, right?
May 4th. Wow. Yeah. And then right after Infinity War, 2 weeks after that is going to be Deadpool 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like Marvel's just going to come with a 1-2 punch right there in May. They're just going to knock it out. That's going to be huge. As a matter of fact, you probably go ahead and remember this.
The tickets now.
Remember this because watch, by the end of May, newscasters and everybody all over television and entertainment world are going to be talking about how much money Marvel and Disney made in the month of May alone.
Yeah, that's it.
It's going to be huge. That's going to be Marvel's month right there. I feel bad for any other movies that are going up against it.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because recently they just announced that they were going to push back Deadpool 2 weeks. Yeah, remember?
Okay. Oh, it's 2 weeks or a month?
It was 2 weeks. I believe it was supposed to come out. What was it like the beginning of June? Something like that.
Yeah.
But
so they moved it to what, May?
They moved it to May. Okay. Yeah, to May 18th.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's what it was. I think it was going to be like June 4th or something like that.
Okay.
But they moved it 2 weeks back to May 18th. And I believe the reason for that is because, like I was saying, you get Infinity War May 4th.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna
2 weeks after that is Deadpool 2, May 18th.
2 hitters at one time.
And then the next week after that is Solo.
Oh,
a Star Wars story. It's gonna be boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, and that's
Disney
3 movies right there.
Disney
3
right
movies.
There. Oh yeah, that's a home run right there.
I mean, this is gonna be one for the history books. This summer blockbusters are just gonna be knocking people all over the place.
And all Disney.
Yeah, and right after that, June 5th, Incredibles 2.
Oh.
Boom, 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 man! I'm telling you, Disney's just breaking it up this year.
They're coming with
a
punch.
Listen, guys, you got to get ready. Make sure you're ready before May comes.
You have time to watch the first Incredible.
Have you been doing the Marvel thing? Were you watching all the Marvel movies in order?
I don't have them all, so I watch what I have.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people have been trying to do that. They've been watching I think it's like every Monday starting. Maybe it was like a month ago or something like that. You start with the first Iron Man and then just go next movie. That's 3 weeks ago.
No, but you don't start with the Iron Man. You start with the Incredible Hulk.
No, it's Iron Man and then the Incredible Hulk and then Iron Man 2. I forget what comes out.
So they remember, because a lot of people don't know that they already cleared up that the little kid from Iron Man 3, right, or 2. It's Peter Parker.
Iron Man 2, yeah. That was what they were saying.
Yeah, that's it. I heard that they made
it's supposed to be Peter when he was a kid. Yeah. I'm not sure if that even works with the timeline. Is it?
Well, yeah, because he was a little kid. I mean, I don't know how old was the kid in that movie, but they're trying to say that it was him. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot of good movies. So
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so like the first movie would be, like I said, would be the Iron Man,
Iron Man
and then
and
it's an
Incredible
Incredible
Hulk.
Hulk, then Iron Man 2.
two.
I think is Captain America
Yeah, the first
Avenger, right after that one.
and then Thor, right? The first Thor movie.
Thor, I believe that was the one after that.
Yeah, because remember,
Because it would be those two, and then
because remember how we used to get like little teasers. Remember in the Hulk, we seen the hammer falling through the sky.
right.
So yeah, damn, they got all those movies. It was like a puzzle.
Thor, yeah, because then after Thor was Avengers, and then after Avengers was Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Then was that Winter Soldier was next?
After Iron Man 3 was the next Thor, Dark World.
Oh, Dark World. Then
And then
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, then Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Then Winter Soldier, and then they came out with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And then the second Avengers, Age of Ultron, came out
Ultron.
after that one.
And then Doctor Strange.
No, Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Ant-Man came out after that one. And then Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and then now we're caught up to this year. You get Thor Ragnarok. Right. So yeah,
So
it's
do they include Spider-Man in that too, or no? Yeah, right. Yeah, because Spider-Man's still part of all that.
well, yeah. Spider-Man: Homecoming came out this year. So yeah, I mean, considering he is part of the Marvel Universe and
he did
Civil
came
War.
in Civil War was his appearance.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that will be considered part of it. Yeah, because he's coming out in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe people that a lot of people are gonna be still confused with Spider-Man because they have so many old movies.
Right.
And then if people don't really see all these movies, they just see a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be kind of hard to. Oh, we got this Spider-Man. Why is this Spider-Man too young? But yeah, we'll fix that.
So yeah, I mean, if any of you are trying to catch up and watch everything in chronological order, then like you said, it was Iron Man, and then it was Incredible Hulk, then Captain America, and then Thor.
Okay.
For I believe on this coming Monday should be Captain America. If you're trying to watch everything before
Captain America
Infinity War comes out.
The first Avenger, right?
Right, the first Avenger.
Okay.
Right. So going back to our list of movies, here's one for you. Have you heard of A Wrinkle in Time?
No. Is that like Peter Pan or something?
Oh, kind of. I mean, A Wrinkle in Time was a book that a lot of, at least when I was in high school, a lot of us were told to read, and it's a good story from what I remember. I have to go back and read it again, but from what I remember, it's where you've got a couple of kids where their dad disappeared. Something happened where he left, and the kids come across a way to go into an alternate universe. And it's not. It's kind of like opening up a black hole.
Okay.
But they call it creating a wrinkle in time, and that's how you're able to jump from one place to another. Almost like teleporting.
Yeah.
And I probably might have been the reason why they're even trying to figure it out. Because they were trying to figure out how to teleport, but instead they end up, jumping to an alternate universe. But it's a typical, good versus evil type
it like,
story.
Kind of like The Witch in the Wardrobe or something like
No, I mean, it
remember,
could be like that one.
They left because they were having problems, so they went
Yeah.
to, I mean,
it kind of has that in a sense where you've got kids that go to another, world and become heroes.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the same thing. The only difference is in A Wrinkle in Time, it's more fantasy. There's a lot more fantasy. I think the other one was more. It almost felt like Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, I think that one had a little bit more of a religious, background to it too, to that story. So A Wrinkle in Time is another huge book. Again, like I said, when I was young, A Wrinkle in Time was a very, very big, huge book.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of it. Maybe I have, and I'll look into it again.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, it's got a bunch of big name stars. Oprah Winfrey is one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, that's another movie for those of you listening that have kids and you're always looking for something to go take them to go see.
Yes.
A Wrinkle in Time. That's a movie to keep an eye out for. I highly recommend that one. That comes out in March.
Okay.
After that, we're gonna be seeing the new Tomb Raider.
Ooh, video games nerds.
Yeah.
Get ready for this.
Now, did you see the new trailer?
I
that
seen
dropped
the
for
new
that
trailer.
one?
I
Oh
did.
my god!
Oh man.
There was this video that was done. You know, it was like a little short fan film. It was done maybe 2 years ago, and that fan film is what kicked off this new movie.
Oh, wow.
Because it was based off of Laura Croft. She had just lost, I think, her mom or something like that, and so it was kind of like her becoming, you know, a woman and fighting for her, not only her life, but I think for her mom's life and stuff. And it was a really, really strong little video, and it like took the internet by storm. I remember hearing about it, and I freaking shared it with everybody I knew, and everybody loved it. It was really, really good. Wasn't like CGI filled or anything like that, and it was done really well. And you can see just from the trailers they showed out today, the new trailer that appeared this morning, just like it.
So it's kind of like what Deadpool did.
Kind of, yeah.
You know how Deadpool, like nobody wanted it when they did the little teaser, boom,
yeah.
Oh wow,
exactly. Well, because you know everybody's still got the Angelina Jolie in their
but
mouth.
it wasn't like what you used to. You know, I don't know. I played the first Tomb Raider game, so when you watch the movie, it has a little bit of, you know, like the movies really didn't have what the video games had.
Yeah.
Maybe back then, we didn't get that much action, and I just didn't see her as like.
Yeah, because the Angelina Jolie movies, I think, just seem more over the top. You know, just a little too unrealistic.
Yeah.
You know, and this one looks like it's gonna bring it back. It's gonna bring it back to realism.
It's kind of dark too. It feels like a little dark movie.
So that's another big one coming up. The next movie after that I'm actually excited for is a new Pacific Rim.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I might only be the only one.
I mean, no, I'm gonna watch it. I was disappointed in the first one. I really, it could have. I don't know.
But the first one had giant robots, man.
Not the whole entire time. It took
giant
forever.
Robots.
It took forever to see those robots.
So when you put in your DVD, your Blu-ray, just jump to the giant robot scenes.
Yeah. I mean, no, it was good. I hope, like, but I heard a lot of people are not coming back for this movie.
Yeah, I think maybe the girl. And I think that might be it. I'm not even sure. No, wait. The nerdy guy that runs the control center. Okay. He's coming back too. Oh, and I think the scientist too.
What's his name? Paul, the guy, Hellboy.
I don't know if he's coming back. He might. Yeah. I didn't even know he was in the first one.
Yeah,
you know, he was kind of like a cameo type thing. So I mean, you never know. He might show up again.
This one kind of looks like too many robots now.
Could be.
But
how could you have too many robots?
Well, you can't.
Again, like I said, I'm excited. I want to see it. I like giant robots.
But it's not the same director from the first one, right?
No, it's somebody else directing it too. So I mean, who knows? Who knows what it'll
Maybe
be like?
Maybe it'll be better than the first one.
It could be. It might be different. You know, I think it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
I think
it looks it has a feeling. It's different.
Yeah, it's got a different type feel to it. I think this one actually feels more heroic.
This one looks like more like what you watch in the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Because you see the robots fighting something, they team up, get their weapons ready.
Yeah.
So it might be cool.
It's I got high hopes. I got hopes. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll let you know what we think when we see the movie. After that one. This one is going to be another hit that people are not, unless you're really familiar, unless you're a nerd just like us, this one's going to come out of nowhere and people are just going to be blowing up for it. Ready Player One.
Oh, yeah.
This is a phenomenal, directed by Steven Spielberg.
If you're an 80s kid,
yes,
you're going to love this.
And if you're not an 80s kid, but you just love 80s stuff,
yeah.
This is right up your alley. And I think, again, like I was saying, I think this is going to be one of those movies that comes out where...
It's going to surprise people.
Yeah, people that aren't really paying attention or don't know, they're going to see it and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing ever.
I think the name is catchy. Player number one. Like, people that play video games are going to be like, let's see what it is all about. Is it
see, and that's the cool thing about it is it's got a lot of different things in it. It's going to pull people in from all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, it is.
If you like cars...
You like scary movies.
Yeah.
You like action movies.
If you like... aliens, if you like Dungeons and Dragons stuff, there's stuff in there for you too. There's gonna be something for everything.
Pac-Man, whatever,
It's not even that, but even the newer games like Halo.
And I bet you that the soundtrack.
Oh, and the soundtrack, the music has got to be good. The music is gonna be great. Yeah, God, I can't wait for that movie. We'll let you know what we think of that one. You already know what we think. I love it. I haven't even seen it. I already
We'll
love it.
see E.T. again, maybe.
Okay, so after that one, we go into April. I don't know. You tell me, Nihai, what you think. But this is Dwayne Johnson's new movie,
man.
Rampage.
I don't have high hopes. Sorry, I don't.
I don't even know why. I don't know.
This has nothing to do with the video game because it don't.
Well,
make,
it's
it
got
but
big monsters.
big monsters, but
and
it's
they
just
hit a
not-
building.
I was like,
That's about it. For those of you who don't know the video game,
Rampage is it's based on the 80s video game, right? 80s?
right? 80s video game. That was it was
It's
basically like giant monsters.
Three monsters that just break
Giant
buildings.
wolf.
Yeah,
A giant ape.
alligator, or is
Yeah.
Is it alligator? I thought it was like a dragon.
I don't.
See, that's
Well,
the
it
thing.
was a dragon. I think it was a dragon in the game.
Yeah, because I
It
know
looks
they
like
made it
it's,
to
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know if
They
it's
made
gonna
it
be
to
a dragon.
alligators.
I don't know. They haven't shown it yet, so I don't know.
No, they had. Well, we
He's
know it's
underwater. Yeah.
So
Why? I don't know.
yeah, this.
I don't know why. But then again, I'm a fan of The Rock. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see it one
you
way
know
or
what?
another.
Yeah, it might just do good because of The Rock.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, if when it comes
Dwayne
out, if
Johnson.
you're bored, you just want to see some
Yeah.
destruction. And,
I
you
mean,
know.
maybe if you're a fan of that game, you might just go watch it.
And if you are a fan of the game,
Okay, maybe
I want to hear from you.
Let's put it this way: if you don't like the movie, just after you go see the movie, go play the game
Yeah.
to forget about.
There you go. So that one comes out in April 20th, which is actually a hard sell.
Maybe that's why it's April Fool's.
That's gonna be a hard sale because April 20th after that will be the Disney Marvel takeover.
Okay.
Infinity War,
Ooh.
May 4th, Deadpool 2, May 18th, Solo, May 25th, and then Incredibles 2, June 5th.
Ooh,
Incredibles 2. That's a movie that I've been waiting for.
It's for a long time.
Yeah, everybody's been
See,
waiting for
I'm
that
gonna
one for
tell
a
you
long
something
time.
that I feel that for waiting for this long, because it's gonna be like what, a week or two after the first one.
I'm not sure.
Because I heard it's kind of right after the other one. So
Is it?
Yeah, what I wanted to see them already older or something, but
Yeah. Well, let's
Well,
give
yeah,
you
yeah,
time
well,
to have
well, guess what
multiple stories.
It's just a little teaser that I seen. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I want the kid to grow up or see how he looks. But
Yeah.
he's still a
Well,
little
okay,
kid.
but yeah, you're right because it looks like they're really not going to even really know what the baby's
Yeah.
powers are like.
yeah.
Yeah. So this will probably be more of a story for the baby.
For the baby, they're
him-
gonna
him learning his
kinda give-
powers
yeah,
and
his
him
powers, like
teaching
show
him
him.
stuff
Because remember, the
like that,
first
yeah.
one it was the kids learning their powers. I mean,
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just gonna be half of the movie, and then they're just gonna be, or starting the movie, they're gonna talk about,
I don't know.
before whatever they're doing now.
I don't know. It's still got Brad Bird, who was the director and the guy that created The Incredibles, the very first one.
But
He's
one-
also the guy that did Iron Giant. So I'm backing this movie 150%.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I have full.
You know
belief
what?
in him.
I have a lot of hopes because I seen Finding Dory.
Oh,
That
yeah.
changed me because it was a long time to see
Yeah,
the sequel
that's true.
for Finding Nemo.
That was a really
And
good
that was
movie.
a really good
That
movie.
was a really good movie. I was actually shocked because
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting anything big for that
Yeah.
one either. Okay, so we've got Incredibles 2, June 5th. After that one will be the next Jurassic World, June 22nd. I don't know. When I first saw the first Jurassic Park, I was one of those people that, I only went to see it just because there really wasn't anything else playing. I wasn't even excited about the movie. But when I was in the theater, and at the part where they first show those dinosaurs,
Oh, yeah, it was
outside
amazing.
and
Oh,
everything,
yeah.
I literally sat in my seat and said to myself, "Oh my God, he did it again!"
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, when I seen the first Jurassic Park, and I still remember, it was breathtaking just to see those. Just remember how they show the first claw, like
Yeah.
I was like, wow, it was dark. It was a dark movie. And
Yeah, it was.
The way they filmed it was amazing.
But it's like, okay, because everybody knows the name Steven Spielberg. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what he's done in the
in
past.
the past.
And this movie just
Oh, it took it
put
to
it to a whole nother
another
level.
yes.
With the CGI and everything that he did.
Well, yeah, that
it
was like
just
kind of
oh my
like the
God.
first CGI.
It was,
that
it was.
big CGI.
Because they weren't even sure how they were going to do the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They actually looked at doing
Yeah.
claymation the stop motion with the claymation and everything like they used to do, until those guys from Lucasfilm,
Like
they came out and said like, hey, let me show you what we can do, and boom, Jurassic Park was born. So I've always been a fan of Jurassic Park, so I'll go see this movie too. I saw the last one, the Jurassic World. What'd you think of that?
Okay, it was good.
Yeah.
But like I said, you could do so much with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like it's just a cycle over and over. We already know that they're gonna get loose, is kill people, or get out of control.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So,
same story over and over again, where some guy goes, no, I can control him, and then he gets eaten halfway through the movie.
Like I say, I seen the third one. I wasn't even gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't gonna go watch it. And I'm gonna tell you why I went to watch it, because of the Spider-Man trailer when they show the Twin Towers. That's
nice.
what I went just to go see it. And when I seen it, it wasn't a bad movie. It was something different.
Right.
But I thought that was gonna be it.
Yeah.
And it took so many years to make a sequel, or is it like a sequel to that too? Still, right?
Yeah, it's still continuation
So
and everything.
but like I said, it just
because as a matter of fact, this new one is going to bring back Jeff Goldblum's character. And I think that might be the only reason why I'm excited to see this is because Jeff Goldblum's coming back. Love Jeff Goldblum. The Fly.
The Fly.
So after June 22nd, which is the next Jurassic World movie, that's when we get Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh,
Dude.
man.
Now, is this one same director too? Do you know?
I remember the first one was kind of like, because they changed him. Remember there was, what's his name?
Yeah, they changed the director halfway into it. As a matter of fact,
well, he wrote it. They still wrote it.
The guy that was supposed to direct it was the same guy that did Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Yeah, he's the same guy that did Baby Driver, but for whatever reason, he left.
I guess they didn't agree to certain things that he wanted to do.
Something like that, yeah. So he left the movie and then they brought somebody else.
I don't know who directed this movie. I really don't have a clue.
Let me take a look.
But whatever he did a good job on the first one.
Yeah, the first one was really good. The first one actually, again,
surprised people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first Ant-Man was directed by Peyton Reed. And he looks like he is doing this the sequel.
So he's coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's going to be doing Ant-Man and the Wasp. He also did Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
He did Bring It On.
Did he really? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so that's good. That's good that he's a well-known director. He's done some great stuff. So it's good to see that he's going to continue that on.
Well, you could see that it had the comedy there.
Yeah, the comedy was down.
It was on point.
The comedy was good, and like I was saying, this movie actually did surprise me because
the whole cast was good.
When I first heard about the Ant-Man movie, I was like, oh my god, how are they going to do Ant-Man? I really wasn't sure about how they were going to make this movie, come to life. It was going to seem repetitive.
It would be too fake, or it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me?
Plus, because I heard it was going to be a lot of comedy in it.
The only thing that I remember watching something like that was, remember the 80s movie, the woman that grew into...
Oh yeah, the 50-foot woman.
Yeah, so I was like, is it going to be like that?
I know, right? But you know what? In that movie, and then the CGI they did with Michael Douglas, making him look young.
Yeah,
that was incredible.
Yeah, I mean the director did this movie good.
Yeah, and then the other character I really liked in Ant-Man was the little Mexican dude.
Guy. Oh
yeah, Michael Peña.
Back up.
Dude, he cracked me up.
He's coming back.
Yeah, when he would go and tell the story.
Oh yeah! Oh my god.
That was amazing.
Hilarious.
So yeah, I'm really excited for that movie.
This movie, yeah.
That's gonna be a good one, and that one's coming out. When was that one coming out?
And we actually gonna get Wasp now.
Yeah. Oh, and we'll see the mom.
The mom. Yeah, played by Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, which is gonna be amazing. Because at first they bring Michael Douglas in, now they're gonna bring Michelle Pfeiffer.
This is what I was thinking.
That's incredible.
Do you think that we're gonna get Doctor Strange in there?
Maybe. You never know.
Because I'm thinking that.
Well, I mean, because I think what they're gonna try to do is they're gonna try and mix together, these new characters that they're bringing in, and try to make them work together. Mm-hmm. Because obviously, it's still up in the air what's gonna happen with our main heroes, with Thor, with Captain America, with Iron Man. We're not even sure if they're going to come back. If they're going to die, or what's going to happen.
But I think somehow Doctor Strange and him have to kind of talk or something, because you know how.
Because of when Ant-Man went into that what was that called? I don't even know. When he became extremely small.
The same thing happened with Doctor Strange. He went through all that.
Right. So it's possible. That's the rumor. Okay. So it's possible. It might even have something to do with the Avengers movies. So who knows? We'll find out when those movies come out. So July 6th, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Now after that, we're gonna get a movie called Alita: Battle Angel.
I don't know about it, but I know it's based on an anime.
Right. This is based off an anime, and I think it was an anime book, just a one-shot book. I'm not sure if it was a series or not.
Oh, CGI is crazy in that movie.
The two things that I'm excited for is one. First of all, it's James Cameron producing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is he?
Yeah. Second is Robert Rodriguez directing.
Oh yeah, that's
now,
right. That's right.
I love Robert Rodriguez. He is a little bit more out there. He likes to do some really crazy stuff.
He started a lot of these movies that they're making nowadays.
Oh yeah, I mean he brought the action genre back to life. If you ask me. Desperado. Yeah, but Desperado was his first.
Well, he brought
big film. His first film was El Mariachi.
No, but he brought Sin City.
Yeah, he did Sin City too. Yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for that movie just because of the people that are behind it. We'll see how it does. I don't know what the story's gonna be like or whatever, but who knows? It could be another groundbreaking film.
Yeah.
It's very possible, but we'll see what happens when that one comes out, July 20th. Okay. July 27th, we got another Mission Impossible movie coming.
Well, I
don't know. I haven't heard anything about that.
I just know that Superman's gonna be in it, so.
That's true.
I'll support it.
Henry Cavill's supposed to have a role in there somewhere.
Well, he's one of the main characters.
Is he? Is he good? But we don't know if he's like the villain. We don't know if he's gonna be like another CIA
maybe
agent.
he's one that backstabs. Who
knows? Until
I just want to see him for the damn mustache.
Yeah, until I see a trailer or something.
They made a big thing for the mustache. Well, I want to see what his mustache is all about, right?
Have a little glimpse of a red cape. We'll see what happens with that one. Another one for you parents out there with kids, Teen Titans Go to the movies. Teen Titans Go is huge.
I love it.
I don't care who you are or how old you are. Everybody loves these Teen Titans Go cartoons.
The humor in this cartoon is so hilarious.
And the humor branches out for every age.
It is. Awesome.
Yeah. So,
I'm just thinking right now of a song that comes out in that cartoon.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think that's going to be another kind of like a little sleeper hit, where it's going to come out and it's just going to make a whole bunch of money.
Oh yeah, it is.
Kids are going to go nuts for it. So again, parents, when you're out there wondering, well, what you can take your kids to go see,
Teen Titans.
Yeah, this is a movie to keep an eye out for, and I think this will be a lot of fun for everybody.
Now. They watch it right now on TV.
Yeah.
So they're gonna want to watch this movie too.
Now, we were talking a little bit about this one, The Predator.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I heard about them making another Predator movie a while back. I think they were going to try and redo the original Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Who did the last one? Isn't it, what's the name? Did it too? Who we're talking about?
Robert Rodriguez, I think he might have did the last one.
The last one, remember when they were like in some kind of space?
Something like that.
And they were trapped and all that?
Well, there was like two of them, right?
Well, that was the only one they did. I think that was the last one. They did the Aliens vs. Predator.
Well, there was the one where they picked up people and took them to another planet, and they had to fight off the Predators.
Yeah, that's the one. The Predators.
Predators, yeah.
That one was all right.
Yeah, I don't know how this reboot's gonna come out. Haven't seen anything about it. Really haven't heard anything about it. To where we're looking at these movies for the year. I heard that they were gonna
make it, but I didn't think it was. They already started or they were gonna finish it.
So we'll see. If we hear more about it, we'll let you guys know. We'll be on top of it. Another new movie that's coming out this year that we didn't even hear about until recently is Robin Hood. We're coming out with another rendition of Robin Hood. It looks like this one's gonna be more early stuff. I guess when he's just
a kid.
A kid. It's gonna be starring the same guy that was in The Kingsman.
The Kingsman. Okay.
Yeah. So this is it might be interesting.
Well,
it could have promise.
This is gonna be like the third Robin Hood, right?
Oh man, there's
there's
tons of Robin Hood.
Well,
go back to black and white.
Yeah. But I mean, the big that we always remember, like the first Robin Hood in the early 80s or 90s with.
When you're talking about Prince of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
That was a good movie. That's probably what.
That was a good movie, even though he had no accent. It was still a good movie. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's no trailer or nothing. There's some pictures. Matter of fact, Jamie Foxx is in this movie too.
Oh, who's he playing?
I don't know. I just saw that he was on the roll, so that Jamie Foxx is in it. Maybe
we don't know too much about it right now. But if we find out more stuff, we'll start talking about it.
Yeah, we'll let you know, especially if we see a trailer.
Yeah.
We love trailers. Venom,
Ooh.
October 5th.
You know, I'm gonna be really honest.
We are Venom.
Yeah. I was kind of debating, like, you know, okay, like, what is this movie gonna be about, or is it gonna be good?
Right.
When what's his name talked and said what he said,
Yeah.
that hit me.
And that's the funny thing is because, you know, every so often they come out and they talk about the movie, but they're not showing anything. They're not showing anything. They're not talking about the
like
plot.
Eddie Brock. That's all that we see
Yeah.
now. Just Eddie Brock.
And it's funny because it gets people excited. Even though we haven't seen anything, we haven't heard anything.
What do you think about it? Like, what do you got out of this? Like, when he was talking about the movie, what it's going to be about. And
Well, he is talking about, you know, Tom Hardy was talking about where they're getting the material from. So I think, from the way he makes it sound, is anybody that's a comic book lover of Venom or of Spider-Man, I think you're going to be extremely happy with this movie. What was the other rumor you were telling me about?
This is my kind of like how I see it. Because remember, he said that he was in the Navy, right? He's going to be in the Navy? Or,
I don't remember.
Well, they said that that's why he knows all his moves or whatever fighting. So what I'm thinking they're gonna try to mix it up is maybe use Venom and turn him to Agent Venom in the end.
It could be. I mean, who knows which way they're going to go with
Because they're
this.
kind of giving you Eddie Brock, but they're giving you the backstory of Flash.
Yeah.
Like how the director was talking about it.
Mhm.
That I know he said he was in some kind of Navy or Army. So all that's how you know.
It's possible, yeah.
So I mean, we're not, because you know we can't get Flash right now because he's a little kid, and
Right.
so maybe they could just mix it up and you know, I don't know.
You know, all I care about is as long as they connect it somehow.
Oh,
with Spidey.
rumors that I told you that they were saying that Peter Parker will be in the movie.
Okay.
Tom, what's his name? What's that kid's name? Spider-Man. Tom.
Who was the
Spider-Man.
the kid that plays Spider-Man?
Yeah. Tom Holland, right?
Yeah, Tom Holland.
He will be in the movie as Peter Parker only.
Well, I mean, as long as Venom connects with Spider-Man somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't. The only problem I have with it is that they talked about how it was just gonna be a solo Venom movie, and you really can't do an origin story without Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
So as long as they connect it somehow, or at least explain it,
I think
I'll be alright. If they just don't use him at all, I'll be upset.
I think that Marvel got their foot in this too.
Yeah.
I don't think Sony's doing it by themselves because they don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, it's possible. Speaking of, you know, Marvel, X-Men Dark Phoenix comes out November 2nd.
Ooh.
Now, we haven't heard much about that either.
Yeah.
We know it's the Dark Phoenix story. We saw the picture, you know, of Jean Grey. She's
good.
all on fire.
Fire, yeah. See, at least this one is fire. It's not that she's hot. You know how no, it was just melting stuff.
With X-Men 3?
Yeah. So we don't talk about X-Men 3 because they don't exist in our universe.
Yeah, that's right, because it's pretty. All that stuff is pretty much gone, null and void.
Yes.
So yeah, X-Men Dark Phoenix comes out November 2nd. We'll see how that one goes because we haven't seen a trailer or anything like that too. Because these are movies. These are movies ain't gonna come out till the end of the year, so we haven't heard.
The next Marvel movie might get some kind of teaser on the next Marvel. Maybe in Black Panther we might get a teaser.
It's very possible. After that will be the next movie in Fantastic Beasts. It's gonna be The Crimes of Grindelwald. Did you see the first one?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
The first one was really good. Yeah,
People
I was really happy with
this movie. I don't think they expected. They probably thought it was another Harry Potter movie or something, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was really, really good, and it's a good new story. It's a good new storyline, and it is going to connect with the world of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, this is going to be a big plus. It's
because this is going to introduce probably his parents, right? Like later down the line.
I don't know. See, it's hard to say because they really haven't said what the story's going to happen, where the story goes and stuff like that. We're just getting information about certain characters that are going to be in these movies. But it is going to have, eventually they'll have the fight of Grindelwald against Dumbledore.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And I know that's coming. That's got to happen. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's very possible we might see Harry Potter's parents if they bring in, Dumbledore.
Yeah.
So it's still early to see. We don't know what we're going to.
If you guys haven't seen the first one, go see it.
Really good, yeah. Really very good movie.
Yes.
Great movie. Introduced a whole new characters. So it was a great movie. So that one's gonna be a big one for November. And then they're gonna come out with Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's slated for November 21st.
Oh.
we'll see how that one's gonna come out. The first one was actually really good.
Yeah,
I
really
was
good.
surprised about that one too.
I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, a great story to it.
Yes.
You know, very heroic.
And we
Yeah.
got to see some characters that we all grew up
Classic
with.
80s stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that was very good. And you know, I had some new stuff for the kids.
Yeah.
Kids that like those new games today too. So it was really good. A second one where he breaks the internet will be kind of interesting. I wonder if they're gonna bring it into like today's world instead of it being back in the 80s like the first one was.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't seen a trailer for that one yet or anything. Heard much about it either. So we'll see what happens with that one. December 14th is supposed to be the Spider-Man animated movie.
Oh, okay.
And then
what is it? Spider-Man.
Into the Spideyverse.
Okay.
And then December 21st is supposed to be the Aquaman movie,
Ooh.
which is pretty much DC's only big
Only
movie for the year.
for
Yeah.
the year.
This one they've been working on for a while. I think they might actually be done filming already, right?
I think
they're
already
done filming that one.
They're done with the.
So high hopes for this one. I mean,
I
DC's been
really,
struggling in the theaters, so
I really have high hopes on this.
yeah,
Director's a great director.
he is. So
I mean-
it should be good.
Yeah.
Again, it should be good. I mean, if it
'Cause you
follows
mix-
if it follows with what Wonder Woman did, another great director.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have no Zack. It was a standalone movie, and it did, you know, great money, big money. So this Aquaman movie's got very good potential.
Yeah, I think it does.
I think the only thing that's going to hold it back is depending on what the scenes are going to be like when they shoot
Underwater.
underwater.
Yeah. That has to. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Because a lot of people, for whatever reason, right now just can't seem to get around the CGI.
Yeah.
You know, so if it looks too fake, people are going to be turned off.
Well, I mean, if they spend money on CGI, because I know the CGI that we've seen wasn't. It didn't look like they spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
they do it right.
We'll see what happens with that one. That same day is supposed to be the Bumblebee movie
Ooh,
too from Transformers.
Is
Yeah.
that still the next part, or is it like a solo movie? Because I heard it was a second, like a continuation.
Well, I heard. See, there's so many different things too. I think this is gonna be. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a throwback story.
But it's going to be based on the 80s, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be based off the 80s, more like the 80s
Like
cartoon. Bumblebee's actually gonna be the.
Like the leader.
Well, it's gonna be the Volkswagen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard that they're gonna bring a lot of characters from the show, and we're gonna see them how they were original in the cartoon.
Yeah, very possible.
The only thing that I heard that we ain't gonna get Optimus Prime.
Probably
we might
not
get him in
because
the end, maybe.
yeah,
then,
I mean
but,
Optimus
well,
Prime would outshine him,
Yeah,
so
but
that would make sense not to have him.
it
in.
feels like and based on the 80s, they shouldn't mess this movie up.
Yeah,
They
sure.
have all the
You
material.
go back to the
yeah.
80s. You bring
You
some
have-
80s into
yeah,
something.
you have
it's
an
gonna-
episode that you get in Bumblebee there, and you're good.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. There's not much information
Okay.
on what this movie's.
But it's not Michael Bay directing it.
No,
Okay.
no, but it pretty much just talks about how it's gonna be based off Bumblebee and it's gonna be
Okay.
in the 80s.
Well,
You know,
that's
when
good.
he's the
He's a
Volkswagen.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
the good news.
So yeah, there's possibility. There's some.
That
hope for
might be a
one.
good movie that everybody's been waiting for, a Transformer movie.
About time.
Yes. yes.
So that's pretty much it for what we got today. A lot of big stuff going to be happening for the year 2018. We appreciate you guys coming in and joining us for our first episode.
First show.
We've got a lot of different stuff that we want to do with this podcast. We want to bring in a lot of special guests. We got a lot of friends in a lot of different areas. So we'll be doing the interviews, and we'll be coming to you from different places too.
Yes.
Wonder Comics always appears on a lot of the conventions, so we'll probably be doing some live broadcasting from conventions too, doing some interviews with people at the conventions. Hopefully we'll get plenty of special guests that will
Yes.
keep you guys
And
happy.
if you guys listen to it, and if you guys got questions, drop some comments.
Yeah, definitely drop us some questions, comments, anything that you want to know about. You got
or any
stuff
topic you guys want to talk
yeah,
about.
something you want us to talk about, something you want to hear about. Anything that you guys are wondering, you didn't understand about this, you don't know about that. Let us know. Feel free, because we will talk about it. We'll let you know everything we know about it. And if we don't know the answer, we can find it for you.
Yes. So we'll talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out. We'll be coming back to you guys real soon with our next episode. Until then, keep imagination alive. You guys be good.
Peace.